matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
The kickoff for Chicago.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
He was taken down.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. Taking the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Ford. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Goff. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
First down, Bears.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Rams' 49-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun. Rodgers going deep here for Landry. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Rodgers.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back at the 22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Akers. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 49. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Bears 14, Rams 7. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. His throw incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now get this one to Cup, complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, but it'll be second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
At the 34-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach will both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a run with Akers. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Call play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He's got a man. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
At the 7-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front.
His kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Bears 21, Rams 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
He was brought down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This is out quickly to the right. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
50-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go again here with Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run here with Akers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was brought down by...
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going right back to Akers. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Bears 21, Rams 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they try the right side here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Micah Kaiser on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Rodgers going to throw. He got a man wide open. It's Landry. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. But the man is Kmet, the tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Beckham, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Number 20.
Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. Better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Off play action. Here's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's caught inside the 30. And able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Coverage on the play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's second down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring? And how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp with time running out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Robert Quinn.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Go. It's incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
13 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On first and 10, Goff. Now he caught by Cobb. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So this one comes down to the right foot of Sam Sloman. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.